Joan of Arc's letter to the English. Jesus, Mary, King of England, render account to the King of Heaven of your royal blood. Return the kings of all the good cities which you have seized to the Maid. She is sent by God to reclaim the royal blood, and is fully prepared to make peace. If you will give her satisfaction, that is, you must render justice and pay back all that you have taken. Give up to the Maid is not here. Also, Joan is not called the Maid until after the Battle of Orleans. King of England, if you do not do these things, I am the commander of the military, and in whatever place I shall find your men in France, I will make them flee the country, whether they wish to or not. And if they will not obey, the Maid will have them all killed. She comes sent by the King of Heaven, body for body, to take you out of France, and the Maid promises and certifies to you that if you do not leave France, she and her troops will raise a mighty outcry as has not been heard in France in 1,000 years, and believe that the King of Heaven has sent her so much power that you will not be able to harm her or her brave army. To you, archers, noble companions in arms, and all people who are before Orleans, I say to you in God's name, go home to your own country. If you do not do so, beware of the Maid and of the damages you will suffer. Do not attempt to remain, for you have no rights in France from God, the King of Heaven, and the Son of the Virgin Mary. It is Charles, the rightful heir, to whom God has given France, who will shortly enter Paris in a grand company. And if you do not believe the news written of God and of the Maid, then in whatever place we may find you, we will soon see who has the better right, God or you. William de la Pole, Count of Suffolk, Sir John Talbot, and Thomas, Lord Scales, lieutenants of the Duke of Bedford, who calls himself regents of the King of France for the King of England, make a response if you wish to make peace over the city of Orleans. If you do not do so, you will also recall the damages which will attend you. Duke of Bedford, who call yourselves regent of France for the King of England, the Maid asks you not to make her destroy you if you do not render her satisfaction. She and the French will perform the greatest feat ever done in the name of Christianity, done on the Tuesday of Holy Week, March 22nd, 1429. Hear the words of God and the Maid. Here's an additional footnote. When they pressed her regarding her visions, but upon many points she refused to answer, her attitude was always fearless, and upon March 1st, 1431, Joan of Arc boldly announced that within 7 years' space the English would have to forfeit a bigger prize than Orleans. In point of fact, Paris was lost to Henry VI on the 12th of November 1437, 6 years and 8 months afterwards. You have to bear in mind that Joan was illiterate, could not read, could not write. She had to talk this to somebody. In other writings you'll see that there's a high level of sophistication in the things she says. Not quite something of a country girl. We're talking the middle part of the 14th century here.